Hi guys, today I wanted to make a video about the Mavericks and Thunder series. I don't want to be one of those people who overreacts to every game one or anything that's early in a series, but at the same time I was kind of right with the Nuggets and Timberwolves video I made a couple days ago. It was basically about how the Timberwolves have been surprising and I've been impressed with how they've performed so far, and I was kind of talking about how I think the Timberwolves can really give the Nuggets a lot of problems, and if they don't get solved quickly, things could get pretty bad for the Nuggets. And as we all saw, they did, and the Nuggets are now down 2-0. And so I want to talk about the Mavericks and Thunder now. I noticed some things that I think the Mavericks need to adjust to pretty quickly, or things will not be going good for them. But the two biggest I noticed were, number one, something they can't really fix or just don't really have the time to. It's Luka's injury. His leg does not look fully healthy. He does not look fully healthy. And unfortunately, at this point in time, they don't really have enough time to fully go through that healing process. And they don't really have the option to rest him either, because obviously they're in a playoff series. And they got to play almost immediately. I believe they play Thursday, so it's only a 1-day break really. And so they really got to figure out how to deal with that. It could be Kyrie having to, play more, to have more responsibility offensively. I'm not really sure how they'll adjust to it, but at this point, it's really out of their control. And how they're going to adjust to it, I'm not really sure, but it's definitely going to have a huge impact on the series. And they're going to have to figure out some way to do it, or it's not going to be good for them. The other problem is also kind of out of their control. It's more in the Thunder's control. It's the Thunder defense. And their defense has been incredible all season. One of the best probably all season. In the playoffs, they've been also pretty incredible. They continue to do so. The Thunder have done an amazing job of keeping opponents just kind of in control, never letting the Pelicans, or now the Mavericks, very consistent, not letting them ever get large leads consistently. And that's huge, especially for a young team who's probably at this point, you expect them to give up a game or two at this point. You expect them to. It's normal. But they haven't. They look like a very mature team. Looks like they've been here before, but they've not. And they just continue to prove everyone wrong, including myself. And I really think that the Thunder defense has been the major difference so far. It's only the first game of the series, but at the same time, I think this continues the way it is, it's going to definitely have a huge impact, especially if Luka can't recover fast enough, which at this point is not looking great. And if no one on the Mavericks, especially Kyrie, can't really, increase his production on offense to make up for that. And especially because Luka is not the best defensive player in the league either, especially not in general. So that's another problem that, especially with him being injured, is increases the weakness on defense as well. The other big thing I noticed was that Chet Holmgren also looked really good in that game. I'm not really sure if that'll continue. Again, very young team. We're still kind of figuring out who rises to the occasion, who doesn't. Again, back to that Nuggets-Timberwolves series. Very clear, very obvious that Anthony Edwards plays better or just as well as he normally does in the playoffs. I would say better. And that's something you look for in these younger teams. And so far, it looks like the Thunder have a lot of those players. Obviously, SGA. Chet looks like he may be there too. But a big game one from him, especially defensively. And I think we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. So basically, the point I'm trying to make here is that the Mavericks are in some danger here, and they need to make some adjustments quickly, similar to the Nuggets, where things are not going to go well for them. It doesn't matter, how good your team is, whether you have, best player in the league, or one of the best players in the league, and Luka. Nuggets are trying to get that out right now with Jokic. It all comes down to the end of the day, just the overall team and especially defense. The Timberwolves' defense has been extremely impressive. They basically shut down Jamal Murray the entire game, and I saw a very similar thing with the Mavs, and I'm not really sure what they can do about it, especially with the injury. But at this point, we gotta see what the Mavs can do about it. And yeah, it's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.